Hi everybody, welcome back. Okay, so what you see here is an adorable little seal that you can get from Thingiverse. Now, the seal is not super important, but what we're about to learn about is. At least for the sketching part. So once we get into SolidWorks, it really doesn't matter anymore. Okay, so when I'm looking at this seal, if I wanted to show someone how to make this seal, I would have to, well, I can make a 3D model of it, which is the entire point of this course. But before I get there, I might also try to do it in 2D. As in, could I draw something that shows someone what this seal looks like in 2 dimensions? Now, I could try to draw it from an angle like this and try to get all the views impossible. But what we're going to talk about today is third angle projection and first angle projection. It's a way of just taking looks at different sides of an object and using that to then draw that object and show people how to make that object. Okay, so let's try this out and I'll show you how it works. So first off, first angle, third angle, what in the world am I talking about? Well, we're going to see that in a minute, but I'm going to show you that whenever you're trying to draw something, you're going to give the different sides of that object. So for example, here's a box. And let's say, for right now, just making it simple, that I have a hole that's going all the way through that box. Well, how would I show someone how to draw this? Or sorry, how to make this? Well, I can show them it from the front first. So I might give them a front view of the box. Okay? And I'll just call that front. And then I might draw the side right here and put that over here. So I've got a right view of the box. And if I wanted to show them there's a hole going through it, I would give little dotted lines. Those are hidden lines, which would show me where that is. And then I might give them one more view from the top, since there's nothing else going on here. It's not really all that different. It's not really necessary for this case, but I'm going to go ahead and give it anyway. So that's the top view. This is the right side view. And that's the front view. And what I just did is what's called third angle projection. Third angle projection simply says that whatever I see, that is what I draw, okay? And I draw it on the side of, like an imaginary cube. So I draw it right here. This is, the first side. I draw it over here. And then I draw it over on the top. Whatever I see, it kind of bounces back and it's on that side. That is third angle projection. Now, let's go ahead and do that again. But now we're going to do it first angle projection. Why do I need to know this? It's debatable if you really need to know it or not. If you go into machining, then this becomes more important. Okay, so first angle projection is different. I still have my invisible box that's around it. And I'm going to draw it again. But this time, what happens is whatever I'm looking at, it gets projected. It's like a light's shining on it, and its shadow appears on the wall behind it. Okay? So there's the shadow. If I shine a light from this direction, its shadow appears over here, and I can draw it then. And if I shine a light from the top, well, its shadow appears on the bottom. So with that, if I were to do this again, I would once again have my front view look just the same. But where things get weird is if I'm trying to do this view, well, it goes down here because that's where the light projects it. It goes on the bottom. And then if I shine the light from this side, well, the shadow comes on the left side, and so I put it over here. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, that's like the exact same, but it's reversed. And you're pretty much right. Like, it's not really all that different. It's just some people will use first angle, some people will use third angle when they are giving you some sort of plan on what to make. And so you need to make sure you know what you're actually supposed to be building here, okay? Know what you're supposed to be building. Okay, so what do I use most often? I use third angle. It just makes a lot more sense to me. I like to draw what I see on the plane that I am standing on. So like, I'm standing here, I draw what I see. I'm standing here, I draw what I see. I'm floating above it, I draw what I see. That just makes sense to me. This is my favorite. This is what I use when I'm in class. So third angle projection for life. Okay, now let's go back to Mr. Sealy. And we're going to draw Mr. Seal. So once again, we're going to give as many views as we need to. So I'm going to do a front view first and try to draw what he looks like, okay? Now, I'm not going for accuracy here. I'm just going for trying to give you an idea. So Mr. Seal, he has a square face. I see two fins off the side. I has like two holes for eyes, and I'll try to be somewhat accurate. Is his nose a circle? It's kind of like an oval. It's kind of like a Garfield face. Okay, so that is one view. All my lines are solid because there's nothing hidden, more or less. There is some stuff hidden. Now, let's turn him and let's look at him from the right-hand side. Right about there. Okay, we're going to draw him again. So he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. His fin is flippers on the second section, and he's got a tail in the back. Okay. So drawing him from the side now. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Didn't give myself quite enough space there. That's 4. He's got like a fin on the top buck, and he's got a fin right here. Okay. Now that's good. And technically I can probably see his face, so I'll go ahead and put his nose in there. And since his eyes are inset, I would have some hidden lines to show that those are there. Okay, now let's look at him. Let's just look at him from the bottom. And we're once again going to draw exactly what we see. Okay, he looks kind of like a children's drawing of a person, so I think I'm just going to go with that, tell myself. So kind of like a tummy section, a head section, like Minecraft almost. 2 arms and 2 legs. Okay, this could work. So we got that section right there. We have like his kind of body section. That is beautiful. Okay, definitely not my best work. And we go for the tummy section, and then finally the fins. There we go. So what you see from this is I add more views. I'm able to better understand what's going on. And since I'm doing it in third angle, I'm drawing in the spot that I'm looking at. So for this person right here, if I wrap him up in a big box, and I am standing with my back pressed against one of the walls of the box, whatever I see, that is what I draw on that wall. Okay, we'll do the top view. Once again, I'm just drawing what I see here. So it looks kind of like that. Okay, kind of a strange long-necked bunny. Wondering why I keep on giving weird descriptions for some of it? It just helps me. And this is going to be like a reverse what we had before. But there'll be a slight difference because the fins are on the bottom. They will actually have solid lines right there because something's blocking them. That line right there is not there because it was a nice one flat plane. Here it's 2 planes. I put the tummy section and then the bunny ear section. Okay. Excellent artwork here. Thank goodness we're going to be using SolidWorks. Okay, so from that, I have a front view. I have the right side view. I have the bottom view. And I have a top view. And it's very much like I have a box that is wrapped around this figurine, and I'm using that to then draw him and make him, into 2D shapes. So that is what's going on here. Like that. And so whatever plane I'm sitting on, so I'm standing right here, I draw the picture on that plane. Whatever I see, I draw right there. Okay, so the biggest thing I wanted to show you here is that you can take any object at all, and you can draw it from different views to get a good idea of what that object should look like. And so for this video, what I want you to do is take a simple object. Once again, simple. Simple is the key word here. I want you to take a simple object, and I want you to try to do what I just did here. Look at it from the front, draw what you see. Look at it from the right-hand side, draw what you see. Top, bottom, left, all of it, draw what you see. And do that like 2 or 3 times. So thank you all so much. I hope this helps you, and I'll see you all next time as we continue on our pathway towards SolidWorks. It's going to be cool. Bye-bye.